What's up, everybody? Nathaniel Morton here with NathanielMorton.com, helping you become bigger, stronger, faster, and more explosive. In today's video, I'm going to give you 10 of my best tips that you can use to increase your vertical. We ain't talking about vertical jump today. I'm so used to saying that. In today's video, I'm going to give you 10 of my best tips that you can use to get bigger and gain size and build muscle as fast as humanly possible. Now, the thumbnail that you clicked on for this video, the progress picture that was in the thumbnail, those pictures were 4 years apart. Okay, in the first picture, the little skinny guy with the chicken wing arm holding the picture frame, that guy was 160 pounds. The other guy with the ugly face, these are both me, by the way, the ugly guy who was making that face, he was 175 pounds. So about 15 pounds of muscle built, or 15 pounds that I gained, a whole lot of muscle built in 4 years. And now at this point, as I speak to you right now today, I am a whopping 205 pounds. So I put muscle on over the years. And today I'm going to give you my 10 best tips of what I did to gain that muscle and build that muscle so that you can go to the gym and to the kitchen and do the same exact thing. Here we go. Number one, you gotta lift. You're probably thinking, well, no shit. Of course you have to lift, okay? But what I want you to know, this is where everybody goes wrong. It's not no shit. People fail because they can't even make it to the gym. So hopefully you can make it to the gym consistently. That's step number 10. And you can begin your journey on the gain train, okay? When I say you gotta lift, what I was doing to build my muscle was big compound movements. Your squat, your bench press, your deadlift, your overhead military press, your tricep dips, your barbell curls. All of these big compound movements are going to build more muscle than these tiny little bicep isolation curls. So number one, you have to be doing big compound movements that use multiple muscle groups when you are doing them. That's all that a compound movement is. A compound movement means that it uses more than one muscle group. If you're doing a little bicep isolation curl, it's only targeting the biceps. If you're doing a deadlift, you're targeting your calves, your quads, your hamstrings, your lower back, your posterior chain, your abs, your traps, your arms. You are using all the muscles in your body, your eyeballs, the muscles in your eyebrows. You're using everything during the deadlift. So what I did to build all kinds of muscle was I did big compound movements. That's tip number one. Tip number two, you have to focus on time under tension. I teach a lot of people how to become explosive within this YouTube channel. On my channel, most of the videos that I make are around how to gain explosiveness and increase your speed and your vertical jump and everything like that. But if you want to build muscle and you want to get that bodybuilding look, you need to focus on time under tension. So instead of doing the movements fast, let's use a bench press. If you want to be explosive, then you move the weight fast. For building muscle and bodybuilding, that bodybuilder look, time under tension means you go very slow and controlled, okay? 2 seconds on the concentric portion, 2 seconds on the eccentric portion, totaling 4 seconds that you are doing, that it takes you to do 1 rep. If you do 10 reps, that's 4 seconds times 10 reps. That's 40 seconds minimum for 10 reps that your muscles have been under tension. So you are getting a lot more tension by going slower and more controlled. And they say the way that you build more muscle is to at least be under tension for 40 seconds to 90 seconds. As far as all the studies go, who knows? That could have changed by now. But 40 to 90 seconds, focusing on time under tension, that is tip number 2 to build as much muscle as possible. Tip number 3, you gotta focus on progressive overload. This means that each time that you go into the gym, you need to either do more weight than you did the last time. You need to do more reps than you did the last time. You need to do more sets than you did the last time. You need to take shorter rest periods than you did the last time. You need to be doing something to progressive overload your muscles. All that means is that you need to do more than you did last time. This gives your muscles a reason to grow. Why would they grow if you're doing the same thing over and over and over? They have no reason to grow and get bigger. If you are putting them under greater loads of stress, then they have a reason to get bigger. They're saying, what is he doing to us? He's adding more weight, he's adding more reps. We have to get bigger and adapt to that training so that we can handle it the next time that he's gonna do it. And then you do it again and again and again, and you get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you have to be progressive overloading your muscles, doing more weight, doing more reps, doing more sets, using less rest time. There's so many ways, doing different exercises. There's so much you can do, but tip number 3, you have to be progressive overloading your muscles. Tip number 4, increase your training frequency. It is not optimal to do chest on Monday, back and biceps on Tuesday, legs on Thursday, shoulders on Friday, drink on Saturday. And then that's not optimal, okay? You need to either do a push-pull leg split where you do all your push movements, chest, triceps, and shoulders on Monday, pull, back and biceps on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, then you repeat push, pull, legs, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you take Sunday as rest. That means that you're hitting everything 2 times per week. 2 times per week. That is more than your 1 time per week by just doing your normal bro split of chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, etc. Okay? So you need to be hitting your muscles more than 1 time per week. 2 to 3 times per week, increase the training frequency. That is going to help you build more muscle. And push-pull legs is not the only way to go. You can do a full body workout, every muscle in your body, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can do upper body Monday, lower body Tuesday, rest on Wednesday. Upper body Thursday, lower body Friday, rest on Saturday, Sunday. There's so many different splits that you can do. The main thing that you need to do is lift your muscles more than 1 time per week. Okay? Your biceps, after you lift your biceps, they are good in another 24 to 48 hours. Okay? So you waiting all the way until next Tuesday to hit them, that is not optimal. Okay? So that's tip number 4. Increase your training frequency. Tip number 5, push past the pain period. Stop being a punk, okay? Push past the pain period. When you're doing your reps and you get to the 12th rep, or better yet, not bicep curls, let's say you're doing squats. Okay, let's say you're doing squats and you're doing your squats. Okay, this is my version of a squat. Okay, and it starts to hurt. Do you stop and put the weight down, or do you keep going? Okay? All of your exercises, your bench press, your bicep curls, your tricep extensions, whatever you're going to do, push past the pain period. You're not done when it hurts. You're done when you can't physically do another rep, when you have gone to ultimate failure. Go to failure and you will build more muscle than if you stop and you're just, I need to do 3 sets of 12 reps. And you're 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you stop, but you never really reached failure. You have to go to failure until your muscles are screaming and they cannot take anymore. Okay, so that's tip number 5. Push past the pain period. Tip number 6, eat in a caloric surplus. Can you guys even see this? Yeah. Eat in a caloric surplus. What this means, there's a maintenance level for your body where if you eat at this maintenance level of calories, for example, mine is about 3,000. If I eat 3,000 calories per day, I'm not going to gain weight. I'm not going to lose weight. If I eat more calories than 3,000, I'm going to gain weight. If I eat less calories than 3,000, I am going to lose weight. So what you need to do, I will put a calorie calculator down in the link in the description of this video. Click the link, it'll take you to a website. You put in your age, you put in your height, you put in your weight, you put in your activity levels, how often do you exercise and play sports each week, and it will tell you your maintenance, how many calories you need to maintain your weight, It will tell you your caloric deficit, how much you need to lose 1 pound per week, 2 pounds per week, whatever it is. And then it will give you a number of calories that you need to gain weight, okay? And that is what you need. That is called a caloric surplus. Maintenance, caloric deficit, caloric surplus. You need to be eating in a surplus more than your maintenance level calories. And then that is how you build muscle. You must be in a you must be in a caloric surplus to build as much muscle as possible. Yes, you can build muscle in a deficit, but it is not optimal. So eat in a surplus and you will build as much muscle as humanly possible. That's tip number 6. Tip number 7, eat at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So right now I weigh 205 pounds. I am eating at least, bare minimum, 205 grams of protein. I'll be honest, every day I pretty much shoot for 300. I usually fall a little bit lower, like 280, 290, but I am eating at least, bare minimum, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should eat 150 grams of protein per day or more. Okay, don't get all crazy. One time I heard Ronnie Coleman say that you need 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Ronnie Coleman was 300 plus pounds. So this dude was eating 600 grams plus of protein per day. That's overkill. You do not need to do that. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, I'll say all the way up until 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Don't go above that, don't go below that, stay in between that range, and you will build as much muscle as possible. That's tip number 7. Tip number 8, you gotta rest, okay? You need to rest, you need to recover to build as much muscle as possible. And what I mean by this, I don't mean that there's a certain number of rest days that you need to take each week. I don't mean that you need to rest on Saturday, Sunday, or else you ain't gonna make any gains. I don't mean that. What I mean is that after you lift a body part, let's say you lift chest on Monday, do not turn around on Tuesday and lift chest again, okay? Like I said, tip number, where we at? Increase training frequency. You need to be hitting it 2 to 3 times per week, but you need rest days in between those 2 to 3 times per week. Don't make it back to back to back to back. Everybody asks me, can I do vertical jump training every single day? No. You need to rest, you need to recover. Because, look, this is what happens. When you are in the gym, and you're lifting weights, you're actually breaking down your muscle. You don't build muscle in the gym, you break down muscle in the gym. You build muscle when you rest and you recover and you eat. Okay, that's when you build muscle. So in the gym, you break down your muscle, you have to let your muscle recover, and you have to rest so that you can build it up stronger than it was before. If you lift back to back to back, you are never letting your muscles build up stronger than they were previously, and that leads to overtraining. So tip number 8, you gotta rest. Tip number 9, you gotta be getting your sleep. At least 5 hours of sleep, minimum. More, if you really want to build muscle, I'd go for 9. Okay, 9 hours of sleep, especially if you're a beginner and you're really growing and you're going to be growing rapidly. So when it comes to sleep, there's so many numbers out there. Who knows the real number of sleep? I don't know. I'm not a sleep expert. All that I know is if you get less than 5, you're not going to be good. If you get less than 6, you're not going to be good. The more sleep, the better when it comes to building muscle. So get your sleep, okay? And number 10, consistency. You have to be consistent. This is where so many people fail when it comes to vertical jump, when it comes to building muscle, when it comes to losing weight. They can't stay consistent. When it comes to anything that they want in life, any goal that you want to achieve, you have to stay consistent over a long period of time or you will fail. And what makes it sweeter is that nobody can do it. So when you do it and you do stay consistent, it's that much better. The things that are worthwhile in life take consistency to get. And that's why people who aren't committed to their goals can't have them, because they are not committed enough to stay consistent. So if you want to build muscle, you must stay consistent and lift weights at least 3 times per week to 6 times per week, even 7. Okay, you have to lift weights 3 to 6 times per week for weeks, for months, for years. For me to build muscle from 160 to 175 took 4 years to build that much muscle. 4 years of consistency of implementing all of these. Okay, and I probably didn't even implement all of these as consistently as I could. So you could potentially build way more muscle than I did if you follow all of these principles consistently. So that's tip number 10. You have to stay consistent with your goals. Remember, anything worthwhile in life will take action and consistency to get it. And it is reserved for the people who can stay consistent. And if you can't stay consistent to your goals, then you can't have your goals. It's as simple as that. But all right, everybody, these have been my top 10 tips that you can use to get bigger and gain size and build muscle as fast as possible. Always remember, knowledge is not power. Now you have all of this knowledge, okay? You know what to do. You have these 10 tips. If you don't take action on the knowledge that you know that you now have, nothing will happen. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power until you take action on what you know. Action is everything. So if you implement 1, 2, or 3 of these, you're going to get a little bit of results. If you implement all 10 of these consistently, you're going to get maximum results. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in a step-by-step vertical jump training program that can walk you through every set, every rep, and every exercise that you need to increase your vertical jump higher, and dunk a basketball, I will link my very own vertical jump training program down below in the description of this video, or you can visit my website at www.nathanielmorton.com. If you are interested in vertical jump online coaching, you can once again click the link down below in the description or email me at nathanielmortoncoaching@gmail.com. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time.